So, hello everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful Odoo experience so far. So, quick raise of hands. Who is here for the restaurant reservation? Awesome. Thank you for being here. In order to kick things off, I prepared a small video for you. So, let's jump in.
Are you tired of losing money to no-shows and poor reservations organization at your restaurant? Picture this. It's 1 p.m. at your bustling Italian restaurant. The phone rings off the hook and your waitress is struggling to keep up. Mark calls to book a table for 6 at 7 p.m. near the window. She scribbles it down in the messy reservation book, hoping it's accurate. Fast forward to 7 p.m. The restaurant is nearly full, but Mark and his guests are a no-show. As you turn away eager customers due to fully booked tables, frustration bubbles up. It's now 8 p.m. and still no sign of Mark. Classic no-show, right? Enter Odoo. With Odoo, customers can book tables online, manage their reservations, and get reminders. For your team, it means fewer phone calls and a clear, organized view of bookings. For you, it means better planning, fewer no-shows, and more profit. Transform your restaurant reservations with Odoo. Because running a restaurant is hard enough. Simplify it with Odoo today.
All right, so from this video, we saw already a couple of common pain points when managing reservations, especially if you don't have a great booking management system like Odoo. First of all, if you are a restaurant manager, you most probably know how painful and irritating it can be when people book a table at your place and finally don't show up. Did you know that this could cost you up to from 5 to 20% on your earnings? This comes from the resources you waste. I mean, you plan extra stuff for that shift. You order extra food, and this has a cost. On top of this, it is also time consuming for your staff. I mean, their main job is to serve the customer, and they have this extra time consuming task, which is answering the phone and noting the reservations. All right, so my name is Stefan, and I'm an analyst at functional support in Odoo for more than 2 years now. And I'm every day giving my best to help business like yours growing by leveraging the power of Odoo effortlessly. Just take a few seconds to scan this QR code. It will lead you to a pad on which you can ask your question if you have questions during this talk. You can also use this URL here. All right, let's jump into the agenda. So it will be very simple. We will explore the reservation process with two different approach. Sorry, the first one being the old-fashioned phone and paper, and the second one being with Odoo. And we will see that from three different perspectives. From the customer perspective, from your staff, the waiter perspective, and also from the restaurant manager perspective. And then after that, time will come for a small demo. All right, if you are managing reservations with the old-fashioned phone and paper, as a customer, you have to call you have to call the restaurant to make a reservation, but you have to do this when the restaurant is open. Of course, you need someone to answer your call. And if you have to update your reservation or if you want to cancel, then you have to make another call. You don't have the choice. And also, you can forget about your reservation. I mean, if you plan a restaurant for like in 2 weeks, it's quite likely that you might forget. And even worse than that, some people will not even bother canceling. They will not even bother calling the restaurant to say, hey, I will not come. I know that's rude, but hey, it is what it is. For your waiters, things are tough too. I mean, imagine they are on a busy night, they are running everywhere, and the phone is ringing. They have to stop everything they are doing right now just to jump on the phone and answer it, and just to write down the reservation. It is distracting them from their main task, which is, I remind, serving the customer. On top of that, they have to manually manage the bookings, putting the little reserved sign on the table, and mm, also keeping track on arrivals and no shows. And for the restaurant manager, it's a constant struggle. They have to handle no shows, they have to balance the shift and to manage the resource efficiently. It's a tough game, you know. Now that we explored the dark side, welcome to the bright side. Managing your reservations with Odoo. From your customer point of view, how convenient is that to be able to book a table anytime, anywhere, directly from your mobile phone? Imagine it's a Friday night, you are hanging out with friends, it's already very late, and suddenly the ID pops out. Oh, let's have lunch together tomorrow at noon. Boom. Just take your phone, make the reservation. That's it. Your table is booked. Also, you will not forget about your reservation because you will be able to get reminders from your agenda. You will be able to get reminders by text messages or by email. And you can even, the cherry on the cake is that you can even choose your table, which is not always possible when the restaurants are managed with the paper reservation books, because it adds a little layer of complexity, and we can understand that. On the waiter point of view, the waiters can benefit from it too. I mean, they will not be answering the phone all day. They will see the bookings directly from the front end, and they will have access to the customer details. So they will have a clear view on which customer is expected, when, and what's his phone number. How easy is that? From the manager point of view now, Odoo is reducing the risk of no-show through the reminders. So it's more easy for the restaurant manager to have an efficient planning of staff and resources. And the consequence of this is that it improves the earnings. All right, it's time for a small demo. Um, Small question before we start the demo. Are there Italian people here? I apologize for what will follow. So, welcome to our restaurant, La Cucina de la Mamma. This is a very authentic Italian restaurant where they serve only genuine Italian food. The proof of this is that their specialty is the Hawaii pizza, which recipe is jealously kept from Italian mama to Italian mama. And those pizzas are made only with the freshest pineapple that grew up under the Italian sun. I know you want to taste it, so let's try to book a table. All right, let's book it for now, in 30 minutes, let's say. Let's book it for 2 people. And we will take this one, and first table is fine for me. All right, my name is Stefan, and whatever. I just have to put my email address, my phone number, and that's it. I can confirm the appointment. All right, so we are landing on the confirmation page. From this confirmation page, your customer can add the event to his calendar. Can be Outlook, Apple Calendar, or Google Calendar. Also, your customer will receive a confirmation by email containing the booking details, but also a link so that he can update his appointment as soon as he wants. So, for example, if he knows that he will be late, he just can shift his appointment. He can also cancel his appointment anytime, anywhere. All right, so let's jump now into the waiter's shoes. See those tables here? We have now a clear view on who is expected, sorry, and when. Remember the reservation we just made? It's here. We have it here. Um, and oh, one of our customers just entered. Mohammed just arrived. So we can just check him in. Sorry, this was not this one. All right, we can just update the status and say that Mohammed has just arrived. And if you wonder why I check him in, I just could have left it like that, and I know that the customer is there, he's sitting on the table. It's because later you might want to know who was there and who didn't show up. So you can have an idea on your no-shows. You can know how many no-shows you had. And if you really have bad customers, you can even ban them, I would say. Oh, the phone is ringing. Um, it is Eduardo. He's telling me that he will be late. So, easy. Just open his booking and just shift his appointment like that. Easy. All right, let's come back to the plan. You see this name is in red, Marcello? It means that Marcello is late. Will he come or will he not come? Okay, let's just call him. Just open his reservation and you see his phone number is there, so I can call him. All right, Marcello will just be late, so let's just shift his appointment now. All right, so far we have seen that Odoo is facilitating your customer journey. It makes easy the very first step of your customer to your restaurant. And this really matters. Also, for your waiters, it saves up time and mind for them. I mean, if they are constantly disturbed by the phone that is ringing, even experienced waiters could miss some orders. With Odoo, impossible. Also, for if you are the manager, it will help you avoiding. Sorry, it will help you avoid the no-shows, and therefore it will be easier for you to plan your resources and to plan your shifts. Um, I have an exciting news for you. We are, thanks to our partner with Google, it will very soon be possible to book a table directly from Google search results. So this means that when looking for your restaurant on Google, your customers will be able to book a table directly from here, directly from Google. Just a very small word. I just would like to tell you how fast it is to start with Odoo. Within just 10 minutes, you can create your database and start playing around. And you could even check all the features that I showed you there in 10 minutes. It's fast. Just try it. And also, if you decide to step in the Odoo journey and to really use it for your business, you have to know that we are there for you. We have our partners, we have our consultants that can help you configuring your database, that can help you adapting Odoo to your business. And last but not least, my colleagues and I from support are there just to help you every day for any question, any issue you might have. We are there. All right, this talk has already come to an end, and I am all yours for the questions you might have. Thank you.
So we have a question. If it's possible to fix an amount of online reservations by the day?
You can for a given day. So for
Yeah,
a
for
given
like one
day,
day, if you can limit it to like 20 reservations per day as an example, or like
n-
limit it a
not for
week.
a special day.
Okay, that's not
You
possible.
you can just, for example, remove some table
Hmm.
from the appointment. If you remove the table from the appointment, then they will not be available, and this will limit the reservations you can make.
Okay, all right. Um, so someone is asking if there's a setting to decide how many people reservations the restaurant can allow by time. So if you, like as an example, 20 people at 7 p.m. and 30 people at 7:30 p.m. as an example.
It's almost the same question as
It's
before,
kind
right?
of the same questions, but it's a little bit more specified, I guess.
It's by hour.
Hmm.
The answer is the same.
Okay, it's the same answer.
But if that change from hour to hour, then no, it's not really doable.
Okay, all right. Um, can you decide how many days in advance a booking can be made?
Yes, you
Okay.
can. It's just in the configuration. It's I will just show you right quickly, and it's just in the appointment configuration. Yes, here you can decide how many hours in advance people can book a table, and you also can decide how many hours in advance they can cancel.
Okay, all right. Um, the next question is it possible to pay immediately when a reservation is made?
No,
That's not possible. Is it possible to make reservations for certain services?
what do you mean?
As an example, that like dinner, like lunch, like breakfast.
You can select your arrival times. So
Okay,
the time decides if it's lunch or, or
okay, all
supper.
right. Okay, okay. Another question is if it's possible to take credit card details as a deposit to confirm.
Not natively.
Okay. Um, can customers modify their reservations or do they need to cancel and rebook?
Actually, it's kind of automatic. When you click, I will show you on the reservation I made here. It will be the same link in the email, but it it will lead you to cancel your reservation. But right after, you can make it again.
Okay.
So it's updating, cancel and update
It's
at the same
technically
time.
the same.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is there any type of report to analyze the reservations to show off, etc.?
Yes, there is, and that's why it matters when you validate that the customer is there here. If you check it in, as I explained, you could leave it like that. You know that the guy is there. You see him on the table, so you know he's there. But you can do some reporting here directly from the appointment here. If I click on this, and I will show you the list view here. See, I can group it by status, for example. So here I see that I have 3 customers that booked, I have 3 checked in, and I had 1 no-show. So this could help you if a customer regularly books a table and then doesn't show up. Maybe you can decide to not accept his bookings anymore in the future.
Okay. So the next question is, if you can show the settings to manage opening hours by day, holidays, or double shifts or services.
Yes, here are the shifts. Just for the sake of this demo, I put the opening hours from 11:30 to 11 p.m. But you can decide exactly what are your opening time, and if you have holidays, it is possible as well to configure the days that the restaurant is closed. Um, just let me find out where it is again. But yes, I'm pretty sure it is possible to have closing days. I mean, if those are closing days, if you are closed every Sunday, then you will configure it here directly into the schedule. But you can also configure some closing days. I just have to remind where it is. Um, yes, here, just from here. It was obvious, like the nose in the middle of the face, but okay, sorry. So yes, here it is. You can select dates on which your restaurant are closed. So if you leave on holiday for 1 week, you can just put that. Okay, this week I will not be there, and that's it. And the restaurant will be closed, and so will be your reservations.
All right. Someone asked if it's possible to share a timeline on the Google integration.
A timeline. Oh, okay. When the booking through Google will be available.
I think so. It's not specified, but I think that's the question.
To be honest and fully transparent, I don't have that information. I know that we finalized the discussions with them, but exactly when it will be implemented, I can say right now. It will be in a very near future. This is just my opinion, but I expect it to come up in the forthcoming months.
Okay. All right. So I mostly got every question.
Fine.
I got someone typing, so maybe you wait for the person. Can you order your food, as an example, a paella, while you book your table?
Directly ordering your food from the reservation.
Yeah, that's what I think that means. That you can like pre-order your food.
We don't have a system that allows it directly. I mean, from the reservation, you cannot go to the restaurant product catalog and say, okay, I will order this and that and that. But what you could use for this is when making the reservation, you have this field here that you could use. Here is just do you have any dietary preference or restriction? But you could imagine to add this question here. See, you just had the question. Just like that. But this will be on an informal way then.
So it's just like an info box.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You can ask your customer any question you want at the reservation time.
Okay, all right. Um, yeah, how's someone asked regarding this question we had right now, because it's a good point to know what order for your stock and inventory that day, to know what you have to order for that day. So
Yeah,
you could
yeah, yeah.
technically use it if you have a lot of pre-orders,
Yeah.
right?
Usually people don't think about it, but I can imagine when you are a restaurant owner, let's say you have a big group coming, let's say like 20 people. For you, it could be useful to already know what they will order. But the big advantage you will have here is that you will have the customer phone number. So if you see a big booking, you could still call your customer back and ask him, do you already have an idea on what you will eat, or maybe restrict the menu? I don't know. Some restaurant owners do it for big groups. They say, okay, I can accept a very big group, but for you it will be only pastas and pizza, let's say. I don't know.
Okay,
I sometimes had the case in my personal life. So,
okay, all right. So that was the last question we had. So the time is up.
okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.